What if King Kong were alive? King Kong is a fictional giant ape character that first appeared in the 1933 film King Kong. The film tells the story of a giant gorilla who is captured on an isolated island and brought to New York City, where he escapes and causes chaos. King Kong has since become a cultural icon and has appeared in numerous films, TV shows, and other media. If King Kong were somehow alive in the real world, it would spark both awe and fear, given his enormous size and strength. The implications would be profound, impacting everything from the environment to society. King Kong would need an immense habitat which could potentially lead to deforestation or significant disruption of ecosystems. His size would mean that he consumes a vast amount of resources, food, water, space, and could easily destroy forests or other habitats in his search for sustenance. Larger creatures like King Kong could have a major effect on local wildlife. He could cause shifts in the food chain and disrupt ecosystems simply by existing. Other animals would need to adapt or be displaced, which could lead to the endangerment of certain species. The sheer presence of a creature of Kong's size would cause widespread panic. Imagine the chaos in cities of King Kong would suddenly appear or rampage through populated areas. Governments would be forced to take drastic measures to protect citizens. Similar to the films, various authorities, military, governments, private entities would likely attempt to capture Kong, either to study him or keep him as a specimen. This could lead to ethical debates about animal rights, the dangers of captivity, and the morality of controlling such a powerful creature. If Kong were captured alive, scientists would likely want to study him to understand his physiology, biology, and behavior. How would a creature that size exist? Could his muscle structure and metabolism support such a massive body? There would be immense scientific interest in studying King Kong, but also ethical concerns about confining him. King Kong would be a media sensation. His existence would be covered worldwide, making headlines and capturing the public's fascination. People would travel from all over to see him, and his presence would dominate pop culture for years to come. Kong's immense size and strength would make him a significant threat to buildings, roads, and other infrastructure. Entire city blocks could be leveled if Kong were to roam freely, and it would be nearly impossible to prevent him from causing widespread destruction. In the event of Kong's rampage, governments would likely deploy military forces to subdue or contain him. However, given his size and strength, traditional weapons might be ineffective against such a creature. It would spark an international arms race of sorts. Who could develop the technology to stop a creature as powerful as Kong? If King Kong were allowed to roam freely, society might need to adapt to a new world order. New cities or protected regions might be established to allow him space to live while minimizing human conflict. Alternatively, researchers might work to understand how Kong could survive without damaging human settlements. If King Kong were to exist, the possibility of other large creatures or monsters being discovered or created could become a real threat. In the Monsterverse, the cinematic universe featuring Kong and Godzilla, Kong's existence is part of a larger ecosystem of titanic creatures, some of which are even more destructive. This could open the door to even more mythic creatures being found, either due to natural evolution or human intervention such as genetic engineering. If King Kong were alive, it would challenge our understanding of biology, ethics, and society. His existence would likely create a worldwide debate about conservation, the rights of animals, the humanity's role in controlling nature. The sheer size and power of Kong would make him a monumental figure in the real world, sparking both awe and fear. His impact would be felt in every aspect of life, from the environment to global security and the ethical treatment of intelligent, sentient beings.